There are golf communities all over Florida, but only a handful where the address alone carries weight before anyone even sees the house. And what surprises a lot of people is that Sawgrass Country Club is not just known for golf. It's known for how it blends coastal living, privacy, and a very established lifestyle in one place. The challenge is that most people looking from out of state hear the name, but they do not really understand what daily life here actually feels like. So in this video, we are breaking down what living in Sawgrass Country Club is really like, who it tends to be a great fit for, and why it continues to set the standard for coastal golf living in Jacksonville. If we haven't met before, my name is Josh Rogers, and I'm a local real estate agent here in Jacksonville. My team and I have helped hundreds of families relocate here, and one thing I've learned is that lifestyle matters just as much as the house itself. And a lot of those conversations start with a simple text, where people tell me what they value most, whether that's golf, privacy, proximity to the beach, or a strong community feel. So if you're seriously considering a move to the Jacksonville area and want help figuring out which neighborhoods actually match your lifestyle, feel free to text me. Now let's talk about Sawgrass. Sawgrass Country Club is one of those neighborhoods where everything feels intentional. From the moment you enter, you notice the mature landscaping, the winding roads, and the fact that nothing feels rushed or overbuilt. This is not a newer master-planned community trying to create a vibe. This is an established coastal community that has had decades to refine what it is. One of the biggest differences here is location. You are tucked between the Atlantic Ocean and the intra-coastal waterway, which creates a very unique coastal environment. You get ocean breezes, but you are also protected, which makes the area feel calm and comfortable most of the year. Homes are spread out, the streets are quiet, and there is a noticeable sense of privacy. People who live here tend to stay for a long time, and that stability is something buyers really value. It does not feel transient, and it does not feel tourist-driven, which is important for people who want a true neighborhood feel. And that sense of place is really what sets the tone for everything else, especially when you start looking at the golf experience. Sawgrass Country Club is built around 2 championship golf courses, and they are very different from each other, which is something members really appreciate. You have the East Course, which is more traditional and tree-lined, and the West Course, which is more open and coastal in feel. That variety keeps the experience fresh, even for people who play often. But then, the club is not just about golf. The amenities extend into tennis, pickleball, fitness, dining, and a very active social calendar. The clubhouse is elegant without being flashy, and the atmosphere feels refined but approachable. This is the type of club where people gather regularly, whether it's for events, dinners, or just casual afternoons. It feels social but not overwhelming. And that balance is important because some people want community, but they also want the option to step back and enjoy quiet time at home. Which brings us to another big part of Sawgrass living, the proximity to the beach. One of the most appealing aspects of Sawgrass Country Club is how close you are to the beach without feeling like you live in a busy beach town. You have private beach access for members, which means no public parking stress, no crowds, and no long walks carrying chairs and bags. That access completely changes how people use the beach. It becomes part of daily life, not a weekend event. Morning walks, sunset views, and quick dips in the ocean become routine. And because Sawgrass is buffered from the more commercial areas, you get a quieter, more residential, coastal experience. It feels refined, relaxed, and very intentional. And if you're watching this thinking, this might actually fit what I want, this is usually where people reach out. So again, if you're seriously considering a move to Jacksonville and want help finding a home and neighborhood that fits your lifestyle, just send me a text and we can walk through your options. Now let's talk about the homes themselves. Homes in Sawgrass Country Club vary quite a bit, which is something buyers like. You'll see everything from classic coastal designs to more contemporary updates, but the common thread is quality and space. Many homes sit on golf course lots, water views, or interior streets with mature trees. Lots tend to feel larger and more private than what you find in newer communities. And because this neighborhood has been established for decades, no 2 streets feel exactly the same. Pricing reflects the location and lifestyle. Homes here generally start higher than many other parts of Jacksonville, and they scale upward depending on views, size, and renovations. Buyers are paying for location, stability, and long-term desirability, not just square footage. And what's important to understand is that this community tends to hold value very well, because there is limited inventory and consistent demand from people who want this specific coastal country club lifestyle, which leads into who this neighborhood tends to be best for. Sawgrass Country Club tends to attract people who value privacy, stability, and a refined lifestyle. You see a mix of families, professionals, retirees, and second home buyers, but the common theme is long-term thinking. This is not a high-turnover neighborhood. People move here intentionally, and they stay. It's ideal for those who want golf and beach access without the energy of a tourist-driven area. If you enjoy established neighborhoods, strong community identity, and access to both golf and the ocean, Sawgrass checks a lot of boxes. It's polished but comfortable, and it offers a sense of permanence that is hard to replicate. So that's a real look at what living in Sawgrass Country Club is like, from the golf and amenities to the coastal access and community feel. And if you're seriously considering making a move to Jacksonville and want help finding a home and neighborhood that truly fits your lifestyle, feel free to text me. Once I understand what you're looking for, I can help guide you toward options that make sense. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.